In this video, we will explore 5 things you must eliminate from your home immediately because they could be the invisible forces attracting poverty and stagnation into your life. It is crucial to pay close attention to the ideas I will share with you because they are transformative. These insights are not just about physical objects, but about the energy they carry and how that energy influences your life. If you often feel stuck, trapped in routines, or as though the things you desire are perpetually out of reach, there may be underlying energetic blocks within your living space that you aren't aware of. The 5 things I will discuss are deeply connected to the principles of energy and vibration, which govern everything in the universe. Whether or not you believe in the law of attraction or the metaphysical significance of your surroundings, I encourage you to keep an open mind because this knowledge could serve as the key to unlocking a more abundant and harmonious life. To begin, let us reflect on a profound truth. Everything in the world is energy. From the chair you are sitting on to the thoughts flowing through your mind, every element of existence vibrates at its own unique frequency. This energy is dynamic, constantly interacting with and influencing the energy around it. Your home, the space you inhabit daily, is not just a physical structure. It is an energetic environment that mirrors your inner world. What you choose to keep in your home either supports your growth or hinders it. For many of us, our living spaces become a collection of objects accumulated over time, each carrying a unique story, memory, or emotion. Without realizing it, we may be holding on to items that no longer align with the person we have become or the life we aspire to live. These items, though seemingly insignificant, can create subtle energetic barriers, preventing us from fully embracing new opportunities, relationships, and experiences. When I first began exploring these ideas, I was skeptical. Like many people, I considered my belongings to be merely functional or decorative, without much thought to their deeper significance. But as I started to observe my environment more closely, I noticed patterns. There were clothes in my closet that I hadn't worn in years, yet I held onto them just in case. There were broken objects tucked away in drawers, old keepsakes tied to painful memories, and gifts from people who were no longer a part of my life. These objects were depleting my energy and emotions in addition to taking up physical space. I came to the conclusion that everything in my house either enhanced or diminished my sense of well-being. This realization signaled the start of a significant change in my life. The first step in this journey was addressing the clothes I no longer wore. Clothes are not just fabric and thread. They are extensions of our identity and carry the energy of the moments we experienced while wearing them. I had a pair of shoes I used to wear during a particularly challenging period in my life. Every time I saw them, I felt a pang of discomfort, though I couldn't pinpoint why. It was only when I took the time to reflect that I realized those shoes were a constant reminder of that difficult time. They carried the energetic imprint of stress, sadness, and struggle. Letting them go was like releasing a heavy weight from my shoulders. This process wasn't about being wasteful or dismissive of the past. It was about honoring those experiences and then making space for new, positive energy to flow into my life. I took each item, held it in my hands, and expressed gratitude for the role it had played in my journey. This act of gratitude allowed me to part with these items not with regret, but with a sense of closure and peace. Another significant revelation came when I examined the broken objects in my home. A cracked mirror, a chipped plate, or a vase with a missing piece might seem harmless, but these items symbolize incompleteness and disrepair. Every time you look at a broken object, even subconsciously, it reinforces the idea that something in your life is not whole. I had a beautiful ceramic bowl that had cracked years ago. It was a gift, and I couldn't bring myself to throw it away, so I kept it in a cupboard, out of sight but never out of mind. One day as I was going through my things, I realized that holding on to that bowl was a reflection of my own reluctance to let go of the past. Discarding it felt like breaking free from an invisible chain, and the sense of relief was immediate and profound. Started to realize how much lighter and more harmonious my home seemed as I went forward with this procedure. Decluttering was more than just keeping things neat. It was about making an eye space that nourished my soul. Another topic of interest was shoes. We frequently undervalue our shoes because we think of them as only practical, yet they also contain energy. Everywhere we walk, they pick up vibrations, and if they're worn out or dirty, they can bring negativity into our houses. Cleaning my shoes became a ritual of care and intention. Each time I cleaned them, I imagined wiping away the residue of stress and negativity, leaving only positive energy behind. This simple habit transformed my relationship with my possessions, turning everyday actions into opportunities for mindfulness and renewal. One of the most challenging aspects of this journey was addressing the belongings of loved ones who had passed away. These items often carry deep emotional significance, making it difficult to part with them. I kept a scarf that had belonged to my grandmother, who had been a central figure in my life. Every time I saw it, I felt a mix of comfort and sadness. It reminded me of her warmth and wisdom, but also of her absence. Letting go of that scarf was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, but it was also one of the most liberating. I realized that my memories of her would always remain in my heart, and I didn't need a physical object to keep her spirit alive. As I moved through this process, I noticed another transformation taking place. My mindset began to shift. By letting go of items tied to the past, I was not only clearing my home, but also freeing myself from limiting beliefs and old patterns of thought. I started to see my environment as a reflection of my inner world. The more I cleared out the clutter, the more clarity and focus I gained in my life. Opportunities that had seemed elusive began to appear, and relationships that felt stagnant started to thrive. It was as if by aligning my surroundings with my intentions, I had opened a gateway for abundance and growth. The final realization came when I began to understand the importance of maintaining a harmonious living space. It's not about luxury or perfection, but about creating an environment that supports your well-being. Opening the windows to let in fresh air, adding plants to bring life and vibrancy, and keeping things organized are simple yet powerful ways to invite positive energy into your home. These small actions create a ripple effect, influencing not just your surroundings, but also your mood, mindset, and overall sense of well-being. This journey has taught me that our homes are more than just places to live. They are sacred spaces that reflect and shape our lives. By consciously choosing what we allow into our homes and what we let go of, we take control of our energy and ultimately our destiny. It is a powerful reminder that we have the ability to create the life we desire, starting with the space we call home.